のお知らせです。I'm Mark.
And I'm Joe.
First up is this week's same announcement, 引っ越し予定の外国人の方へ, or registration procedures when moving. All residents of towns and cities in Japan, including foreign nationals, are required to notify the municipal office where they are registered to in the event of moving. When moving to a different ward, town, or city, this document is called a tenshutsu todoke. Once you have filled it out, you get a proof of leaving document called a tenshutsu shoumeisho, which you give to the municipal office of your new residence. You have to submit the notification within 14 days before or after the date you move. It is a good idea to do this before you move, because if your address is inconveniently far from your previous municipal office, getting the leaving certificate will be more difficult and time-consuming. Once you have moved, you have 14 days to go to your new municipal office to submit a notification of moving in, called a tenyu todoke, along with your proof of leaving. If you move within your ward, you need to fill out a tenkyo no todoke. In either case, you must take your zairyu card, alien registration card, or proof of special permanent residence along with you to your ward office. If you decide to permanently leave Japan, there is a different kind of notification called a kaigai tenshutsu no todoke, or a notification of leaving the country. Then, when you leave Japan, take your zairyu card or proof of special permanent residence with you to your seaport or airport of departure and give it to the immigration staff. If you are uncertain about what to do, please speak with the immigration officers for help. Of course, none of this paperwork is necessary if you are leaving Japan for only a short period of time. Once your notification of leaving the country is processed, your resident records will be removed, your national health care coverage annulled, and any registered stamp sales invalidated. If you're planning to move somewhere, please make sure what paperwork you have to do. This information is available on the website of the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communication in multiple languages.
And next we have our Konshu no one-point advice, or our one-point advice for preparing for the Tokai earthquake. This week's topic is Jishin ga起きたらどうしますか, or what to do when an earthquake occurs. So some of these tips are things that you should do during and immediately after a powerful earthquake. When you're at home, get under a table or in a door frame until the shaking subsides. Once the shaking stops, turn off the stove if you're using it and turn off the gas. If anything has caught fire, put it out. Open your home's doors if you can, because strong aftershocks could make it stick shut. Don't rush outside right away. Check for power lines, falling roof tiles, broken glass, and other hazards. Put on your shoes, even in the house, and get your emergency supplies ready for evacuation. And when you are not at home, if you're in an elevator when the earthquake starts, push all the buttons and get out at the first floor the doors open at. Be sure to push the emergency button as well. If you're in a supermarket or a department store, be aware of items falling from shelves above you. Also be careful of broken glass. Store staff will give evacuation instructions, so stay calm and listen carefully. When driving, pull over to the left side of the road as soon as it is safely possible and stop the car. Cut the engine and do not exit your vehicle until the shaking has stopped. Leave the key in the ignition and do not lock the doors because emergency personnel may need to move it while you are away. If you are on a bus, do not try to get off right away. Follow the bus driver's instructions. If you are near the seaside, evacuate immediately to a high elevation because the danger of a tsunami may be very great. 英語のお知らせでした。